Cadwell Park, a track that's eluded me for quite a while, but I've wanted to do it for so long. I mean, literally years and years I've wanted to come down here, and we just never got round to it. We always just went to a local tracks, Croft. We've eventually done it, so here we are, DT Trackday, Cadwell Park. We've also got Dan in his little Arosa. How's it going, Dan?
Alright, how are you?
Yeah, man, you've already been up already, haven't you?
Awesome, aye.
Awesome.
Chip myself at the same time.
Yeah, man. This is Dan's little fiery Arosa, 18T. You've got max speed and rods in this one, haven't you?
Aye.
K300 turbo, ECU Master, classic ECU. So it's running sweet, isn't it now? Isn't it, Dan?
Yeah. So far.
So far. And you've already been out, so what do you think of the track so far?
Class.
Class, innit?
Mint.
So like up and down and all over the place. It's so different to nearly every other track out there, really. We were in a massive rush to get here though, so we didn't have enough time. Obviously, I put the video out yesterday. We did some fine tuning on the dyno yesterday, so the car's currently running 271 brake, 260 foot-pounds, and it's running sweet. I've done sighting laps all right, and they've been fine. But we have had to put new brake pads in today. Wait, Callum has. I'm also swapping the tyres around as well because the fronts are a little worn off the last track day. There's plenty of life in the tyres, but the front ones are in better condition, and I'm sure you can imagine that this car is heavy on the front compared to the rear, so it just makes complete sense. You probably can't hear us now because it's blowing a gale. And you really would think that we'd be organised, but we didn't, so we had to lend a jack with the blue Mark III 18T, 321 brake, Litco L280, blah blah blah. So thanks very much, Jack. I appreciate that, mate. We'll probably go down and see them in a bit. Sambo and Dorian's here in the Mark II Golfs. So it's going to be like a lot of 18Ts on track today. It's going to be quite cool. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we're going to arrange to get on track together. But I think I'm going to go out on track now, get the first session out of the way. Take it easy, obviously, because that's the tyre swap round and the pads are fresh. So I'm going to have to take my time and just bed them in. Really just nice and nice until I get that nice bite, and then I can sort of push, and it probably plays in my favour really because I've got to learn this track as well. Anyway, let's get on with it. that didn't end well, did it? 3 laps around Cadwell and that was it. Done in. You can see I've done the front end quite bad there. I actually think I've bent the chassis leg. Can you see down there? Chassis legs bent down there. As this one's nice and straight still. So that puts an end to today's driving at Cadwell for me. Who wins the mini hot hatches? Well, it's obviously Dan, isn't it? It's not the first time I've come off, and I can guarantee in whatever car it'll not be the last. I tend to do push quite hard. It does mean that it's exciting, it means that it's fun, but it does mean that this can happen as well. So oh, it is what it is. So we're down at Cadwell now. I think I'm going to go out for a passenger ride. I've had some nice people come over and say, do you want to go for a passenger ride? So I think I'm going to go out with Dan. Dan actually offered us, do you want to go over my car? And I was like, probably best I don't, in all honesty. Can't go trashing both of them, can I? So yeah, not the end of the day. I think I'm going to go out and do some passenger rides. It's not the end of Decimal Tenths. It probably is the end of the Furious Frog though. It is what it is though, you know what I mean? It's a track car. I don't really cry about it. I love this car, but I was never bothered if I pranged it, and to be honest I'm surprised I haven't pranged it harder till now. The plan was that I was maybe going to even go stupid, you know, just with even more power, but I knew in the back of my head it was probably going to be a bad idea. And I think this just shows it, to be honest. I mean, yeah, let's face it, this crash is driver error, there's no doubt about it, but at the same time I don't think I could have saved it a bit better. So I was coming over the top, it just looked a bit squirmy, locked up on the brakes a little bit, and I made the decision to just go off a little bit. Maybe I should have stayed on track, but I honestly think that I was going to go into the back of him, even though the brakes were great, the tyres were great. But it is what it is, one of them little impulse moves, and I just decided to take a left, and it put us onto the grass. So obviously that sent us down the grass pretty catastrophically, but I was cruising down the grass, to be honest, and I honestly thought for a split second, I'm going to save this, I'm going to get back on track, yeah, this is going to be cool. It just didn't happen. The back end started creeping around, and then ding. It is what it is. So we're back at headquarters now, and we just enjoyed the rest of the track day, to be honest. I went out with Dan and his little Arosa, we had some fun in that. That was his first track day, so it was really cool to be there. And I mean, obviously we did the ECU Master install and then mapping on that car, so it's awesome to see it on track and do well, and that really wide torque plot of the K300 doing its job, and it really was a cool and very fast little car. But we're back here now looking at the Lupo hub, and first impressions is that this chassis leg is definitely bent, so it should be there, and the end of it is right there, which we didn't know about, to be honest. The really sad thing is that because this side took the brunt, it looks like this side is being kinked as well. So what looked like a little shunt on film is actually quite a lot of damage to the front of the car, and I think this is being compromised, obviously, the fact that the chassis legs have been modified for the 18T in the past. So looks like the front end of this car is gone. Now we've already had Baz around to have a look to see if he thinks it's repairable, but to be honest, I'm thinking at the minute that this might not be. Who would have thought that might be the last stick at this little biscuit. So first time at Cadwell, looks like I might have just killed the frog. We'll see how it goes. We're going to do a strip down video. We'll take the front end off and we'll have a look, just see how bad it is. So I'm not writing it off completely yet, but it might just be the end. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.